As you may know by now, March is Women's History Month.
And our first guest today is here to tell us about a wonderful woman who became an iconic symbol of thousands of working women nationwide. You may know her, but you may not know she actually has her roots here in Pittsburgh.
We want to welcome Heinz History Center President and CEO Andy Masek to tell us about Rosie the Riveter.
It's true. Who knew?
Should we all be doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rosie the Riveter was really a Pittsburgher. There was a Westinghouse initiative to promote wartime production. And as you know, when the guys went to war in uniform, women had to take their places in the factories and mills. 50,000 women in Pennsylvania took their place. And a local artist by the name of J. Howard Miller was given a contract by Westinghouse to do 42 posters to promote war production. There's J. Howard Miller, and he did this image in early 1943, February of 1943, of a bandana-wearing woman making a muscle and saying, "We can do it." Well, the very week that this poster came out, a song hit the radio, and it goes like this. All the day long, whether rain or shine, she's working on the assembly line. She's making history, working for victory. Rosie the Riveter.
Wow.
So good.
Andy,
And so
you
it
are-
was combined.
The thing is, he didn't name her Rosie the Riveter. The people of America heard that song by Red Evans and John Jacob Loeb, and they said, you know what? That's Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah.
That woman making a muscle, that's Rosie
It
the
just
Riveter.
made sense.
And then Norman Rockwell, America's favorite artist at the time, did a cover of the Saturday Evening Post, which was America's favorite magazine. And he kind of riffed on Miller's Rosie. Norman Rockwell's Rosie is beefy, and she's eating a ham sandwich, and she's got her foot on a copy of Mein Kampf. You know, she's in your face, red, white, and blue. And so Americans saw that image. Well, Hollywood caught on, and they made a movie about Rosie the Riveter, and then women came out of the woodwork saying, "I'm Rosie the Riveter."
Yeah.
And so Rose Monroe and many other women were touted as the Rosie the Riveter. But we know here in Pittsburgh that J. Howard Miller just did an idealized woman war worker. She's got a collar disc that is her Westinghouse ID and security badge, because they were worried about sabotage. Keep a sharp lookout for sabotage, sitting up there on the fuselage. That little frail can do more than a male can do. Rosie the Riveter.
I love you got that sound effect down.
I've been working on my rivet gun.
You know, here's the thing. I feel like Rosie, in a lot of our minds, has evolved, and she can wear a dress and heels now, too.
Well, you know, Miller loved women, and his Rosie is beautiful, and she's not that beefy Norman Rockwell version. She's lovely, but she's got her working clothes on, and she's a worker. After World War II, many of those women went back home. They had babies, the baby boom was launched, and people sometimes say, well, Rosie the Riveter really didn't stay in the workforce. Think about this. Rosie the Riveter's daughters all went to college. As many baby boomer girls went to college as boys, and the workforce changed. And the world we know today really came about as a result of Rosie the Riveter.
An important piece of history.
Absolutely. Okay, we were going to play a quiz,
Yes.
right? Well, we want to tell people that they can. Oh, look at this!
Oh, I love the
look, a
picture.
little picture.
So that's from the History Center.
Oh, yeah.
Where the kids are all posing.
The kids love to pose in front of Rosie. We've got these lifelike figures throughout the museum, and they always stop at Rosie.
Okay, so since you've been coming on the last couple of weeks, we've been playing a quiz, a history quiz. So you're going to try and stump us with history trivia. For
All right.
History
Is
Month.
this
Are you
multiple
ready?
choice?
This is multiple choice. We've got some graphics for you.
Okay.
Starting number one, which instrument was jazz phenom and East Liberty native Mary Lou Williams famous for playing? Was it a saxophone, a piano, or a guitar?
I'm going to go saxophone.
I was leaning towards that too. So I'm going to go saxophone.
I'm sorry, guys. Mary Lou Williams was a famous piano player. She was a regular feature at the Crawford Grill. She taught Tommy Dorsey and Earl Father Heinz their jazz routines. So she was really famous as a pianist.
Okay.
All right. Let's
try number 2. What is the name of the book by the famous Pittsburgher Rachel Carson?
Oh,
It was
you know the
published
answer
in
to this.
1962.
I do know this. I know this. It's the second B, Silent Spring.
Oh,
Silent
it's-
Spring. The second B.
Well, yeah,
That's
this-
interesting. Oh, yes. A, B, B. Boy, you are sharp today. Yeah. Okay, so some people consider that the C slot, but Silent Spring was a book that changed the way the world saw the environment.
Right.
DDT was polluting our waters, and Rachel Carson came out. She's a Springdale girl. She grew up in Springdale, and she said, we can't go on living like this. We're poisoning ourselves. So Silent Spring starts the modern environmental movement.
All right.
All right, number
next
3.
question.
Good
Okay.
Good one. America 101, that's our big initiative at the History Center. Which constitutional amendment gave women the right to vote? Was it the 19th Amendment, the 26th Amendment, or the 5th Amendment?
A.
A.
Yeah,
Very good, Heather.
All right.
Said like a true
She knew that.
Woman?
historian.
Thank you so much,
19th
Andy.
Amendment, it's 1920. That's when women were given the right to vote. The suffragists came out with their sashes and they changed the world.
All right. Thank you, Andy.
Still
as
continue
always.
to do it. You can always learn more about women in history at the Heinz History Center on Smallman Street in the Strip, and watch for more Pittsburgh history today here on PTL when Andy joins us as a regular guest.